What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today is a little bit different of content than what I normally make, but today we're going to be talking about the best budget gaming keyboard on the market, more specifically the WIR M68 HE. So without further ado, let's get right into the review of it and tell you guys all the amazing specs that this $40 keyboard has to offer. So first and foremost, let's talk about the design of the keyboard. This keyboard is actually a 65%, which means it just has arrow keys and a few extra keys right here. It has PBT keycaps, which are very nice actually. They don't get slippery when your fingers get sweaty or anything like that. On the back of the keyboard, we have some nice rubber feet to stop it from sliding around, as well as customizable feet here to adjust it, of course. And as you can see, it even has the nice design that the keycaps have on the back. And as you can hear right here, it is actually good quality. This keyboard is of course powered by a USB-C cable, and right next to that cable you will see that you can actually set it up for Windows or Mac. Now I know everybody is dying to hear the sound test of it, so let's go ahead and do that right now. So yeah, as you can hear, it actually sounds very good. The build quality of it is actually very good as well. And overall, it really doesn't feel like a $40 keyboard whatsoever. And you can actually pick one of these up right on Amazon. As you can see, it is less than $40. You can get the black version of the design that I have right now. Looks pretty nice. You can also get like this cherry blossom looking design here. This nice little multicolor design here. Kind of looks like Japanese theme. Pretty cool. And then of course the white version, which I am reviewing right now. So while we're on this listing, we can actually go over some of the specs that it has. As you can see right here, it has a polling rate of 8,000 hertz, which is actually very, very fast. Almost unnecessarily fast. Even a lot of gaming mice can't do that, other than like my Razer Viper V3 Pro. It says it's up to 10 times faster than traditional keyboards. I definitely agree with that. Now, what really makes this keyboard stick out from any other budget keyboard is that you can actually adjust the actuation points. As you can see, you can get them as low as 0.1 millimeters. The only other keyboards that really offer this are Wooting's, the Apex Pro TKL, or the Huntsman V3 Pro. And what's even crazier is that for only $40, this keyboard has rapid trigger and snap tap, which are things like all of those keyboards I just mentioned actually have. Now, let's check out the software. As you can see, you can set up all kinds of different things here. You can even set up macros on it, things like text, disable, multimedia. There's all kinds of settings for it. I just keep it on default, to be honest. Now here's where it gets very good. This is the actuation settings. So by default, they are at 2 millimeters. I don't really know what key that is, so I'm not going to make it have crazy reaction time. So let me just click on like W, which I have set on rapid trigger and 0.1 millimeters. As you can see, press trigger, release, reset is 0.1 millimeters. So it's very fast, right? And you can do that to literally any key on this keyboard. You can even do it to page up if you wanted to, realistically, but I don't want to. I'm honestly not really sure what kind of switches they use to do this, but all it said in the description was that they were some sort of magnetic switches, which is something similar to what the Wooting uses. The lighting settings are pretty cool. You can do static, neon, which kind of cycles through different colors, breathe, wave, twinkle, radar, which is one of my favorites. You can set like 2 different colors and it kind of circles the keyboard, as you can see right there. Got auto ripple, whatever that word is, aurora. You know, there's just all kinds of different settings here. I just keep it on static and blue because it matches my setup right now. Is macros, of course, you can set up, and yeah, it really just has anything you would need for a keyboard. And to be honest, this software is actually very easy to use and very user-friendly. Anyways, with all of that being said, we've gone over how it looks, how it sounds, all of the features in the software. Let's get into some gameplay. So there's not really a better game to test a fast keyboard than on Fortnite, in builds specifically. Now keep in mind, I am a zero build player myself, so don't expect some Peterbot crazy gameplay here, but I do want to give you guys a nice little hint of how fast this keyboard is. We can start off with some edits here, do some triple edits. Of course I'm going to mess up a lot. I'm not the greatest at builds. as you can see, it is very responsive. Do some more simpler edits here, you know, just some basic cone and wall edits, you know, stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, it just feels good. It reacts very well. And yeah, I mean, it's just solid, to be honest. It's a super solid keyboard. It's very fast. So yeah, those are some edits. Let's do some builds now. Again, I am not a builds player, so I don't want to hear it. Okay, I'm not going to be the best, but I'm just going to do a little something for you guys just to give you a nice little, you know, representation of how fast the keyboard is. I tried telling you, I'm not the best at builds. I still need to practice them a lot, but you get the gist of it, right? It's super fast, it's super reactive, and you can do a lot of moves with it. So if your primary game is like something like Fortnite and you play builds, yes, this is a very, very good keyboard for you and a very good budget option for you. Even for games like Valorant and CSGO and Rainbow Six Siege, it is also a very good keyboard for those games. Both of my previous Siege videos, I've been using this keyboard. Haven't really had a problem with it. The only thing it really doesn't have is the feature that got the Razer Huntsman V3 Pro and the Wooting Band, which is the, you know, the Rappy Snappy or whatever Wooting calls it, where you can hold down A and then press D and then it'll strafe repeatedly. It doesn't have that, but overall I have to say it is very impressive for a $40 keyboard. It has an 8K polling rate, which is absolutely insane to me still. You can adjust the switches to react at 0.1 millimeters, which is like literally the fastest you can get a keyboard to react. And yeah, overall it is a very good keyboard. Now in this video you heard me mention the Wooting a lot, as well as like the Apex Pro TKL or the Razer Huntsman V3 Pro. Now obviously this is a $40 keyboard. Those keyboards are close to $200, if not over $200. And obviously those other three options I just mentioned are going to be a lot better of a keyboard. I'm actually getting myself an Apex Pro TKL to upgrade from this, but that is simply just because that keyboard is in my budget. If you are going for a budget setup and you want a super fast, reactive, nice sounding keyboard, go ahead and get this one. And you yourself have to admit that it is impressive that a keyboard at the budget of $40 can actually compete against an Apex Pro TKL and all of those other keyboards I mentioned. And this is not a sponsored video. I'm not getting paid by WIR to make this review to you guys. I just genuinely wanted to put this keyboard out there for people looking for a budget setup. So yeah, what do you think? For $40, would you buy this keyboard? Is this going to be your next keyboard in your setup? Let me know in the comments below. And with all that being said, I hope this review was very helpful to you guys, and I hope I helped you guys find a perfect keyboard to match your budget. Again, link to this keyboard will be at the top of my description. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.